It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on Muppet Show tonight. It ain't easy being green. Or so I've heard. Hi-yo, Kermit the Frog here. That was a horrible Kermit impression. But if you guys haven't guessed, we're about to talk some Muppets. So if it wasn't evidence enough, especially with the new upcoming movie coming out on Friday, Muppets Most Wanted, I kind of want to talk a little bit about Muppets. Hello, minions, and welcome to another new vlog from One True Nerd. I love my Muppets. I personally want to do this vlog mainly because with the new Muppet movie coming out, there's a lot of talk because of the sequel and, were the Muppets better then or are they better now? I have loved the Muppets ever since I was 2-3 years old. And I was a tomboy. It was Muppets and Ninja Turtles for me. But I just like to point out my opinions on the Muppets now versus the Muppets then. I love my Muppets. I will forever love classic Muppets. No lie. And nothing will beat the Muppets the way they once were. Of course, the classics will always be the classics. But in today's day and era, in today's generation, I would like to just say, as far as what's going on now, I love it! And why, do you ask? Well, it's very simple. Let's take the first movie they did, the most recent movie, which was just known as The Muppets, which I got on Blu-ray and combo pack. When they initially made this movie, I was more than excited that they were going back. The Muppets were making a huge comeback. Now, mind you, when the movie first started, with the intro and the opening number, which Muppets were always known for their songs and their wackiness and their humor, and they didn't need to go dirty or anything like that. It was the Muppets, it's just how they were. I honestly, once the movie started, the song was so damn catchy. It definitely felt Muppets. I definitely felt at home. And the movie, it's like, it started going for me, and I'm like, okay, and I was laughing at a lot of stuff. They made a lot of references to their first film, the Muppet movie. And it was great seeing all these characters come back, a lot of nod-offs to the Muppet Show, even the Muppet theme song, which I sang along in theaters because I'm that dork. And I think what really touched my heart when Kermit started singing Rainbow Connection, I was done. I was like, okay, I love this movie. Because they did such an awesome rendition of it. It was so much more of a swell of music, and it was so beautifully done. So beautifully done. I swear, I left the theater and I downloaded the soundtrack like the same day. But I loved it, and I loved that. I was like, they paid such homage to where they came from, how they started, jokes and everything like that, and brought those same jokes like to today's age, and they made fun of it. Like, obviously, we're not going to be relevant now. That was the whole big shtick with the first Muppet movie, and that's why it did so well. And now comes Muppets Most Wanted. Which at first, upon seeing the first couple teaser trailers, it was kind of like, I wish, and you're always going to be weary of sequels because it's like, okay, they did really good in bringing it back, but now that they addressed all that they did in the first one, are they going to do the same with this one? How's this one going to stand? And mind you, I have not seen the second one yet. When Friday comes, I plan on seeing the first showing I can because I'm off Friday and I'm so seeing it. But I think what did it for me was the opening number. In one of their most recent trailers for Muppets Most Wanted, they sing a song that I think is how the movie's going to open with the song We're Doing a Sequel. And in all honesty, I downloaded the song just yesterday of We're Doing a Sequel, and I listened to it about a dozen times today because, again, and honestly, every part of that song, if you ever questioned the Muppets aren't, if you ever one of those Muppet fans like myself that was like, oh, the Muppets aren't like they used to, also have the same thing, they were so much better back then, this song for me personally puts that all to rest. Because despite Disney taking on the Muppets, despite they're in a new generation, a new age of all the stuff, are they really going to be able to be the same Muppets they were in this day and age? That song, the opening song, I was like, oh, I'm fine, I'm done. Muppets got it. It makes really good jokes and everything. They even make fun of themselves. We're doing a sequel. It's always said that sequels aren't quite as good. It's great. I just want to make my note. I don't think the Muppets have changed in any way, and that's why I love. They've stuck to exactly the humor they've always been, and they make it work. And I'm glad they don't sell. I don't want them to change for this new generation. This generation, no. And if you couldn't tell, Kermit's my favorite character. I bought him, this little version of him, through Disney Movie Rewards, and I love him. And now you understand why I buy all the Muppet Funkos, and I'm not close to even having them all, and I know they're releasing some new ones, because the Muppets Most Wanted, and I need them. March 21st, this Friday, go see Muppets Most Wanted. Show your support. Show that the Muppets are still relevant. They still got it. I want to continue showing supports because if we do, that means Muppets will have more. There'll be more. And maybe, just maybe, they'll get a Muppet show again. Wouldn't that be awesome? Back when they had a celebrity like every new episode, it was like the Saturday Night Live skits for kids and kind of adults too because we got humor that they didn't. So big question to this video, who is your favorite Muppet out of the Muppet cast? Comment below and I will pick my favorite and give you a special shout out in my next YouTube video. That's right, tell me who is your favorite Muppet and why they're your favorite Muppet. So until the next video, my minions.